further ado, I'm highly excited to bring on the next act of the evening for a little stand-up set, the marvellous Mr. Alex Slater!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. First of all, can we have a massive round of applause for Mr. Rob Stevenson, please? Can you make some serious noise? Not only does Rob organise and curate and host and do all of this by himself, but as he was saying, he also gives all of the money to the Mustard Tree Homeless Charity. And I run a night, as Rob mentioned, I run a poetry night in town, which I will plug at the end, don't worry about it. But I do it with the assistance of an entire other human being. And I still nearly have a fucking aneurysm every month. So to do it all on your own, and to give all the money to charity is quite remarkable, actually. So let's have another round of applause for Rob, please. And here we are, we're at the Pumpkin Drublic second birthday party. Let's have a round of applause for Pumpkin Drublic. Start, Rob, it really is. Who in the room likes birthday parties? Make some noise if you like birthday parties. See, that is the noise of everybody in the room who's 25 and under right now. Because when you pass 25, you start to have a very different relationship with birthday parties, and I would know this because I'm past 25. I'm now approaching 30. I won't tell you exactly how old I am. How old are you, Rob?
28.
28. I'm a similar age to Rob. I'm approaching 30 now, right? And you get a very different relationship with birthday parties, because when you're a kid, birthday parties are fucking mint, aren't they? When you're like 5 to 12, they're sponge cake and the wacky warehouse and party bags and presents, so many presents. People you don't even know about your presents, it's brilliant. And then you get to about 16, 17 and the birthday parties change and they become like Jaeger bombs and Sambuca shots and taking drugs and smoking spliffs and staying out till 4 o'clock in the morning. No one buys you presents anymore, they just buy you drinks, right? Even if they buy you a present, it's booze, which is great. Still, no problem with that. And now that I'm approaching 30, every birthday party that I go to is more of a searing reminder of the impending inevitability of death, right? That's what birthday parties are now. Let's not pretend that they're anything else, because it's fucking shit getting older, right? It's really hard, I find, getting older. Everything that I do now, every kind of physical movement that I make is accompanied by a noise, and that never used to happen before. If I stand up or sit down or when you putting your fucking socks on gets so hard, that's what I want to know. If I get out of the bath, the noises that I make are truly embarrassing. It's really difficult getting older. And when I was 17, I used to work in a warehouse, right? I used to work in a warehouse, really difficult, very heavy manual labour, and I would go out for 3 days on end to an illegal rave, sniff a load of hippo tranquilizer off some crackhead's filthy dashboard, and I would bounce into work at 8 in the morning like, oh, Oklahoma, where the sun comes. I'm the happiest person in the room, right? Literally. Nothing bothered me, no food, no sleep. If I had a can of Coke and a ciggy, I'd be on top of the fucking world. Now, if I get home from work and I can't find my slippers straight away, like the moment I get in the door, it will ruin my fucking night, right? I'm angry to the point where even when I found the slippers, I'm still angry that I had to go without the slippers for any period of time, right? So I'm really struggling becoming a grown-up, and I'm having to repair a lot of the mistakes that I made in my very rambunctious youth. I got in a lot of debt when I was younger, right? When I was at university, I used to get overdrafts and credit cards, and I would just max the card out and then throw the card away, right? This is true, right? That's not even the punchline, right? That was true. And I would do this and I'd be like, alright, it's okay, future Alex can do it. As if future Alex was an actual different person, right? As if it wasn't just me in a few years' time. And now, I am future Alex, and it's fucking shit. I'm having to pay for all these mistakes that past Alex made, right? And so I used to do this, I used to max out all the cards, throw them away. And people at university used to ask me how I had so much money, because it was ridiculous. I was the guy to know at university, right? I was fucking balling, I was buying all the shots. And occasionally people would be like, how have you got so much money, man? And I would tell them, I'd tell them my little system, right? Getting the things, and most people would be like, fucking sick, yeah, get them in. And then occasionally, the more sensible people, usually a girl on like a sensible course like law or business, would be like, are you not worried about the possible future ramifications that this might have for you? And I used to have this I had the same answer for everyone, right? And I was proud to say it's fucking stupid when I look back. I used to have this little witty remark, I'd just go, yeah, debt's just numbers on a screen, isn't it? And I truly believe this, right? Truly believe it. That's just numbers on the screen. I'd start getting all philosophical about it. Like, what even is money, man? Money's just a material attachment. What does money even mean? Money, right, used to represent, I didn't have this voice, but it's just what I think I used to sound like. Money used to represent the amount of gold in the Bank of England, right? Yeah, you try going into the Bank of England now, right, with your bank balance and trying to get the gold that you're from the Bank of England. What no one said to me, what no one said to me at the time, which they should have said to me, is, why don't you try going and getting a toaster on finance with your credit rating in 5 years and see what's happened? You'll get laughed out of fucking courage, that's what happens. And you'll be eating jam sandwiches for breakfast for the next 12 months. So I'm doing a lot to try and kind of, just looking at my jokes here, I'm doing a lot to kind of repair for the mistakes that I made in my youth. And so I joined the gym, right, at the start of the year in January, like a fucking mug, when they do all the post-Christmas deals and they rinse you. I went and joined the gym because I thought that's quite a grown-up thing to do, right? Go to the gym, start taking care of yourself. Not that you need to go to the gym to be a grown-up, but if you've spent years pouring evil and poison into your body like I have, then it's a good idea to go to a gym. It's quite a grown-up thing to do. So I joined the gym, and I joined the gym to feel like more of a grown-up, right? But when I go to the gym, I feel more like a little boy than any other time in my life, right? And the reason, now before I tell you this, right, let's just make very clear between us all, there is nothing wrong with my penis, right? I have a perfectly fine penis. It's not misshapen, it's not got any defects, it's not a funny colour, it's not very small, for anyone who's wondering, right? It's not got rave reviews, but it's, you know, no one's ran away screaming at the same time. But when I'm at the gym, when I'm in the changing rooms, I act as if it's something to be ashamed of, right? As if it's something I must hide away from society, as if I've got like a picture of Chairman Mao tattooed on it, or something. And I engage in this pathetic fucking punk stance, right? And if there's any other chaps in the room who do this, please come and have a talk with me outside, right? Because I'm struggling with it. And I do this thing where I come out, I get the towel, and I tuck it all in nice and tight, yeah? And then I shuffle off the boxes, and I flick them out underneath the towel, and then I shuffle on with my fucking swimming trunks, and I undo the towel, and I'm happy that no one's seen any of my bits. But my penis is fine, right? And whilst this is happening, I've got fucking Ken next to me, right, in his 70s, saggy ass, bollocks practically dragging across the ground, with 1 foot on the bench, drying his bollocks with a hairdryer, right? And I'm sat down, right, so this is at eye level for me, yeah? And I'm far too English for this. Another thing that I find, the older I get, the more English I get. And this genuinely happened to me. So I'm sat down, I'm doing my sat down pants down, shuffling the boxes and all this. And it's taken me quite a while because my legs are wet because I've been in the shower, so it's an added level of difficulty. Unbeknownst to me, whilst I'm doing this, some of our fellas come in and he's next to me and he's there. And he's doing like a over the leg, under the leg towel dry, right? One leg on the thing again. And I reach round to get my socks because they're next to me. And as I reach round, my face brushed his thigh, right? And then as I turned, it was just there, just fucking in front of me, right? All these stuff. And they've all got weird dicks, these guys, these other guys. Oh, it's a sea of chodes in the changing room. And I'm just there, faced with his penis, and what did I do? I apologise. Oh, sorry, mate. Why am I sorry? Why am I sorry in that situation? And it's like it's some kind of competition to these old blokes of who can be naked the longest, and they come out of the shower totally naked, dry themselves off totally naked, wait till they're completely dry. I'm half dry and I'm fucking getting changed already because I'm so embarrassed. And they will do everything before putting their underpants on, right? They'll put their socks on, they'll put their shirt on, button up their cuffs, dry their fucking hair, wax their moustache. I swear to you, right, I saw a bloke last week put his fucking tie on. He had a shirt and tie and socks on, and his dick and balls were swinging about, and he'll be stood there having another conversation with some other old fella about congestion on the M6. Their swords are practically brushing against each other, without a care in the world. And I just wonder where this comes from. And I'm aware, right, that that's my problem, okay? I'm not body confident enough, and I shouldn't be projecting my insecurities onto somebody else because they're comfortable in themselves to walk around completely naked. But I do feel that there is a line between body confidence and exhibitionism, right? And I'm just not there yet, and I feel that that's why I'm struggling being a grown-up, because I just feel like there's a lot of things that I haven't been endowed with. So trying to be a grown-up, I'm trying to... 9,000 nonsense. So I'm trying to be a grown-up man, and I've gone to the gym, trying to look after myself, and I tried to cut out a load of things recently, and I love eating chocolate, so I tried to quit chocolate, I tried to quit smoking, tried to quit booze. None of the cold turkeys thing work, right? I figure I'm not very good at cold turkey, and I used to think I was a very all-or-nothing kind of guy, but it doesn't work, and so I'm trying now to be more mature about the situation and just do things in moderation, right? Because I figure that is actually what being a grown-up is about, and the more that I experience life, I figure that actually doing a little bit of all the things that you like is actually the mature way to go about living your life as an adult, right? And so for example, right, it's fine for me to play a little bit of PlayStation virtual reality, right? Every now and again, that's okay, to play Batman virtual reality. That doesn't make me a child. In fact, as long as I can pay my bills and I can, go to work and do all that shit, that's okay. In a similar breath, it's also okay, every now and again, to sniff a little bit of ketamine, right? It's alright, every now and again. On the odd occasion, as long as you're not doing it at breakfast or you're not doing it whilst you're driving, it's okay to sniff a little bit of ketamine every now and again on a Tuesday on your own, but never mind, right? What it's not okay to do is do those two things at the same time. Because you will lose your mind for a couple of days, probably break up with your girlfriend, and be convinced that you are Bruce Wayne. And let me tell you, that shit can really fuck with your to-do list. I'm going to leave whilst you're still kind of laughing. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, you've been fantastic.